Pretty baby. Let me love you. Hold on, man. I was looking at Simon. Hold on a minute. Hello, hello, hello there. Let's see here. Where's the live stream? Videos. Fat Check appeared on the Travel Channel. Oh, this is the same Fat Check with the fat sandwiches. Hopefully that's good enough. Hello, hello, hello there. I'm BRC, and I'm trying to find join us live on. But it said, hold on, man. Let me check something. But it said January the 10th. Says today. Live streamed on Instagram. Let's see here. I'm trying to see. Oh, hold on a minute. That's not what I meant to do. I don't know where it's gonna. Let me try. Comments. Let's try that. On Mountain Time. I want to see this contest because number one, it just seems right. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me. I guess this was. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Let's see, where did I put it? Hello there, Wesley. How you doing? Yeah, we're gonna watch this eating contest, and I guess there's another one coming soon on the. What I said was last. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Just one moment. It says, doesn't it not say the Fat Shack 5K will be live streamed on Instagram and YouTube today, which It was posted on January the 10th today, and on YouTube. Okay, like I said, from Fort Collins, Colorado, starting at 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time or 1:30 p.m. Eastern. You know what else I think, Wesley? I think I should leave a comment on it. Oh, speaking of eating contests, there is an eating contest in West Virginia here soon. Wait, what now? I'm seeing a black screen. What do you mean you're seeing a black screen? All I see is this. I don't see a black screen other than this. But if you're talking about this, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. All I see is this. I don't know what you're talking about. That's weird. But can you still hear me? Is the thing. Oh, it's working now. Okay, good. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, Wesley, I'm trying to think here. What I was going to talk about. Oh, hold on a minute. Shit. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. There's an eating contest, upcoming events in the eating contest. What I want to talk about, especially. Let me get the whiteboard up. Uh, shit. Uh, keeps on. This is about as good enough as I can get it, but anyway. It's a hot wing eating contest, however, it's in Bridgeport, West Virginia. It is in West Virginia at least, so I'm going to talk about it. For a few. Maybe. I don't, unless there's another one. See one in Louisville, Kentucky, but that's a king cake eating contest. Then another one is, let's see what another one is. Let's see. Well, I saw another one in West Virginia. And then in Arlington, Virginia, there's another wing eating contest. If you ask me, these sound like fun eating contests, especially the king cake one. Both at Mardi Gras Festival at 4th Street Live and Mardi Gras Live at Cary, North Carolina. I think that's how you say it. Hot Dog War at Space Coast Harley Davidson. That's funny. I see that right there. Yeah, I tell you what though, if the one in Bridgeport sounds good, if it were nearby, and it's by Buffalo Wild Wings. But then again, Buffalo Wild Wings has gone downhill so bad that I think it really shouldn't go downhill. But I will read you the details, especially where Bridgeport is at. And I'm gonna show you where Bridgeport is at, maybe, except all whatever the hell it is. Is the Regatta hot dog eating contest on the list? You mean the Tudor's Biscuit World One? Not yet. Not as of this moment. It better be on there soon. I'm trying to find Bridgeport. It should be up in this area somewhere. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Never mind. Should be in. Yes. You see. Yeah. Shit. It doesn't show. It doesn't show the location. I use my location. Allowed. Do you think? Hold on a minute. Let me look. Sooner or later they're gonna reopen this, or And I'm at this one. They're reopening the one I think in Barberville, aren't they? The one at the Huntington Mall, or are they have they already opened it? Looks like it's already open, which is weird to me. But let's go back to the one that's in Bridgeport, West Virginia, and it's by United Way as well. Okay, United Way of Harrison and Doddridge Counties Hot Wing Eating Contest 2026. Cluck, yeah, I'm in. That's funny. I would do that, but this is in Bridgeport. I'm not scared. Don't worry, I'm the menace of competitive eating. The only thing I'm scared of is that one is Ferris wheels. I think at some amusement parks, especially the Ferris wheels that go really high up and go fast, even though Ferris wheels are not supposed to go fast. Anyway, but do you have any other questions? Anyway, are you ready to bring the heat for a call? Step up, wing lovers, whether you're a spice fanatic or just in it for the fun. This is your chance to raise funds, devour wings, and compete for glory to support a great cause. Which sounds awesome if this wasn't in Bridgeport. The challenge is from now until January the 21st, not 22nd, not 23rd, not 24th, the 21st. Individuals across the community will raise funds for United Way, which I have donated to United Way before for the duck race, the rubber ducky race, one time. Then on contest night, the boldest participants will face off in an 8-minute hot wing eating showdown to see who can truly handle the heat. Fundraising made easy, fundraising made easy. That's hard to say. Every contestant gets a personal fundraising page you can customize with photos, messages, and updates. Share your link with friends, family, and co-workers to make a powerful impact. Please. Because you never know what's going to happen in this world. Also, real quick here, to add to the fun, they put that twice. Oh, sorry, I messed up. Hold on. Award and trophies. Wow, they messed this up real good. The top fundraiser trophy for the individual who raises the most money. Also, the Wing Warriors trophy for the women and man who eat the most wings. The Chicken Little trophy for the brave soul who eats the fewest wings. The Corporate Cup, a traveling trophy award to the company that raises the most money overall. Your company name will be engraved on the trophy, and you'll keep it until 2027 contest. Why enter? Oh wait a minute, I messed up. And why your friends, co-workers, and gym buddies to join the contest and raise money together. To set fundraising goals, spark some friendly rivalries, and enjoy the thrill of the competition. Whether you're in for the wins, the last of trophies, or every dollar raised helps support a great cause. And you know what else supports a great cause? Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation, too. But anyway, other than that, this is United Way. Why enter? Support vital community programs for United Way. Be part of a fun, high energy event with a flavorful twist. Earn bragging rights and maybe a little heartburn, if you know what I mean. Because these will be spicy wings. Dates and locations. Fundraising period now for January 21st. Wing eating contest January 21st, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And location is Buffalo Wild Wings in Bridgeport, West Virginia. I would say Cluck, yeah, I'm in, but this is in Bridgeport, so god damn it. I wish it wasn't in Bridgeport. I wish it was in Barboursville. When it reopens, that is. I think it's reopening, which is also kind of weird if it reopens after the controversy I heard from that location. But this location sounds better than the Barboursville one because at least they have an eating contest. You know what else I think? I think now that looks like a penis I drew, except you know. Okay, so better draw it better than a penis, you know. Alright, I'm trying to think here, people. I'm trying to think how I feel about this. I like the contest idea. I do like that for sure. However, it's in Bridgeport, West Virginia, which is far away. I'm supposed to here soon go, well, not today, but I think later on this month I'm going to the doctor for a checkup or something in Morgantown, but it won't be on the same day, and I don't want to, you know. But here's the good news, people. The good news is we got an eating contest, and I mean, this is the older ones. The last one they uploaded to the West Virginia Restaurant Eating Challenges and Eating Contest was the hot dog eating contest in St. Albans, West Virginia, which was last year on July 26th. However, the upcoming one sounds good too if you're in Bridgeport. That is. Any other questions, Wesley? Or and if you're, I think if he knows about, which I don't know if he knows about, so I'm gonna try to share this with Aunt Lori, my Aunt Lori. Okay, this is gonna be there's an eating contest in Jacksonville, Florida. I don't know what type of eating contest. It just says eating contest. That's weird. Link. But it's at the Asian Night Market Jacks.GoDaddySites.com. Can you imagine? I hope we did not. Hope we didn't take me. But anyway, I found that funny. Just real funny to me. I'm gonna share this with my cousin Drew if I knew where his Facebook page is, but he doesn't. I don't think he has one. So I'm gonna share it with Aunt Lori, see if he gets a kick out of it. Sorry, I about forgot. Eating contest. Yeah. Let me go this way. See if it actually. Okay, good. At least it didn't take me to a different website than I thought it was gonna originally be. I'm gonna share this with Aunt Lori. All BRC is awesome. Ew. Ew. I sure am. And I need to share this with somebody. Actually, I'm gonna share it with the whole. Actually, I should share the other one, but I want to share this to Aunt Lori first. My Aunt Lori. Okay, and share. Share this with Drew if you can get a hold of it, or let's see here. Go back and I'm gonna share this, the one that's in West Virginia, to at my actual Facebook page when we find. Oh, there it is. Hot wing contest. Let's see here. United Way hot wing eating contest. Even though I won't make it, but still, I'm just sharing the news that there is a West Virginia eating contest on the way. I'm not going to it, but I might as well share it. It's by United Way too. and then share this with. Okay, there we go. I was about to say now. Wait a minute here. Okay, and then share this to the actual group chat. Which, good thing I got my Facebook account back because that is good. Good as soul can be. Yeah. And that is the information. I just wanted to pretend I ain't got to enter. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but still. Hmm. That's interesting. They raised that much. Damn. Top fundraisers. That's interesting. I can't wait to do this one day. Hopefully I get up there one day to Bridgeport. Looks fun. Also, let me look at one more eating contest and then we'll get somewhere, I guess, too. Already at 22 minutes. Damn. I must be a talker. Well, I guess that's good. Which one would you do out of this list, Wesley? Or can you still see it good? If I were to do one of these, I would do the West Virginia one. But out of this list, would you do the Fat Check 5K challenge, or hold on, get this, or would you do the crab cake eating contest, or would you do the just eating contest at the Asian night market, or would you try the Trains Tavern hot wing eating contest, which is in New Hampshire, by the way, at Rochester Harley? That's interesting. Cochi, wait, one out. Biscuit and gravy eating Oh, you would do that? Well, there was one. I find it for you. What's it called? Conchita eating contest. Don't know what the hell that is. Mini pancake eating contest. But you would do a biscuit and gravy eating contest. I would still do a hot wing or a hot dog eating contest. But if I were to drink one thing, I want to do a lemonade chugging contest, because that sounds kind of cool for summer. Anyway, I'm trying to think here. A pizza eating contest in Lexington. I missed that one. Lexington, Kentucky had the pizza eating contest at Mere Twin Brewing. That's funny. Hot dog eating contest in Raymore, Missouri. I think it's that. That is Missouri, right? The MO. I can't remember. And and then all these other ones. I think. What's your favorite pizza topping? Does it have to be one or two of them, or my absolute favorite? That's a good question. Do I go with the normal, or do I go with the my? I'm gonna say pepperoni and sausage, but if I had to pick one, it'd be pepperoni. I say the topping should be on the pizza. The pepperoni, or the okay, pepperoni, sausage, and bacon pizza. There we go. With cheese, of course. But it has to be a different type of cheese. Let's make a good pizza. Pepperoni, sausage, bacon with that Munster cheese and mozzarella cheese too. But then the sauce will be the normal pizza sauce. Does that sound good? Which pizza place makes the best pizza? That's a good question. Well, for chain pizzas, well, not the buffet one, or okay, maybe buffet ones, but for chain pizza, I think it's depending on who makes it right, it'd probably be Pizza Hut. But if we're talking about local places, I would say, I'm trying to think what local place around here that's still around here makes a good one. Graziano's, and if we're talking about the buffet one, I still think either Gaddy Town in Ashland or Cece's. But if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Gaddy Town now because Cece's is slipping. And that's saying something because I used to like Cece's when I was young. I used to eat Cece's when it wasn't St. Albans about every week, almost, I think. It was a good restaurant, too. I miss Cece's, don't you? Yeah, I do miss Cece's Pizza for per se. I miss them so damn much, especially in Barberville too. They had, and of course they still do in some states, but they used to have the best pizza buffet bar out there, and the largest too for pizzas. But other than that, now they don't have them anymore around here. I should be watching a video, but I just wanted to talk about something else. You know, it just caught my attention that well, I'm a talker today. I'm trying to think here, Wesley. What else could we talk about? Oh, let me put on YouTube now. Oh, here's a good video. I found one. Drew McIntyre. Hey, look, Drew McIntyre finally won the Day title on SmackDown, and it's awesome, someone says. Yep, it sure is awesome, just like The Miz. Have you seen the Angry Grandpa CC Pizza video where he breaks a plate? Yeah, you showed me that. You told me about that years ago, I think. And they shared an update on it, too. And I think he did tell me about that like 2 years ago, and I actually remembered that. Okay, okay, okay. Hold on a minute. Let me go back. I got to enjoy this in a very special way because, of course, last night's episode of SmackDown was in Berlin, Germany, so they aired it live over here in real time. So there it was at normal hour. Be right back. I need to get a drink. In the worst way possible, and I mean that in a positive way. Crawled out of this to kick to win the WWE Championship after some proper shenanigans. I was like, right, one, bravo to WWE for actually pulling the trigger, but two, and maybe this is the more important bit, doing it in a way that was super creative, super different, and basically told me what it would have watched back down next week. So we're going to tell you 42,701 stories. I loved it. I would call it one of the best moments of the year. Feels slightly redundant given that it's what, the 9th of January, whatever the flub. We're going to talk about it before we do. Please do like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Just interact as much as possible. That's right, Drew McIntyre, WWE champion. And let's not forget we did this 3 weeks before the Royal Rumble, which is crazy. Let's not forget we did this in a 3 stages of hell match, which you don't usually get. And also, we did it on television. I mean, probably not that far ago. I can't remember the last time a world champion changed hands on TV, which is another reason why it felt so damn good. Drew McIntyre was getting cheered, Cody Rhodes was getting booed. I don't think it's a big deal. Some people are like, well, every time this happens, like, oh, do eventually the fans would turn, they didn't turn. They just wanted to see a title change, as did you, as did I. It wasn't necessarily about Cody Rhodes losing. It was about... Do you have any other questions? Between Cody and Drew. Drew finally isn't going to be. And then we doubted it. I think it helps Cody's character. I think it massively helps Drew's character. Even if Drew McIntyre's already lost that championship, it doesn't matter because he has this no show. For him winning it was more important than what he does with it now. You just want to make sure you follow up. And the way we use Jacob for 2, let's just do it. Let's be weird. Let's do an actual round of applause. Is that a bit far down? Probably the sexual limit to do that. But when Jacob came out in a hood, my face came I was like, we got to get rid of the hood. I like the hood because it makes me laugh, but it's become a redundant thing to do. However, WWE are actually going to get one up on me. He stops Drew McIntyre from leaving the cage, right? After Cody and Drew both fall on the top rope and hurt their penises. So that established, at least from Jacob Fatu's point of view, he blamed Drew McIntyre. I think Drew McIntyre could be a suspect in who attacked me in 2025. He then punches Cody in the face. Now, the way that they did this, it felt like it was one of those whoopsies. I was just so, like, enraged. I was going to hit everything that moved.
No, he then acknowledged it was Cody. He murks this guy, so I was like, wow, that's interesting. And then, yeah, in the worst way possible, because he's an awful human being, and he's swarmy, and he's disgusting, and he's a horrible heel. Drew McIntyre's like, well, I am beaten up, but I can still crawl to the floor, and he becomes the WWE champion.
Hmm.
Everybody benefited from this. Jacob Fatu is in the main event scene, looks like a badass. He'll beat up Drew, he'll beat up Cody. There's a rumor that maybe it's going to turn out Cody Rhodes was the guy that attacked McIntyre, that attacked Jacob Fatu backstage. I wouldn't do that. That to me is a Vince Russo swerve. Well, nobody will see it coming. It doesn't match his character's motivations. And some people are like, what a great way to turn Cody heel. It's a lame way to turn Cody heel. If you're going to turn Cody heel, treat us like mature people. Kids can understand that as well. Like, what would be his reason for beating up Jacob Fatu? Even when I didn't like you, I thought you were a terrible person, and you, I don't know, destroyed my house, which happens in wrestling a lot. The Cody Rhodes that has been presented to us on TV still wouldn't have approached it in a backhanded way. He would have confronted the guy head on. I want my characters to actually have believable choices in their life. Otherwise, wrestling becomes late 90s, which is super fun, don't get me wrong, but sometimes they just do stuff for the sake of doing it, because that's just what Vince Russo thought. Different conversation for a different day. But if WWE can come up with a good reason, it's fine. But don't just do it to turn Cody Rhodes heel. Also, it's not time for Cody Rhodes to turn heel. It's not the point. But you have left that question mark open. Why did he attack both of them? I think Cody, without the title, somehow feels stronger. Can't even explain that one. And Drew McIntyre, like I say, has benefited the most. Because if he had lost here, you would have had to have taken away from the main event scene. I think it's a terrible idea. I kind of feel, maybe I'm being nuts here, that there's a Roman Reigns Drew McIntyre match in here somewhere. I'm now thinking, if we are going to do Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania, why can't Roman go in there as the champion? Go one step further than that. If you are going to do Cody versus Roman 3, maybe the title doesn't even need to be on the line. I think it probably will, because they're the two baby faces of the company, or the two faces of the company. But their star power is so great. Maybe it's Drew McIntyre having a match with Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn finally wins the title there, because those two have fallen out time and time again. There is something exciting about all this. I think it reinvigorates the product. I think WWE needed something big in 2024.
You know what gets me?
2024, kind of doing the Cody stuff, wrapping up the Bloodline stuff. Then 2025.
Good thing Drew McIntyre won the Day title.
So it's, you're like, wow, that's interesting and that's different. And it's not like it didn't make sense. Also, the three stages of hell, what a great concept. Don't overdo it. But Drew McIntyre won the first one by booming Cody right at the balls and claymoring. It made me laugh. The crossroads on the table to end the falls count anywhere looked absolutely, well, horrific in a good way. And the cage match is just different. There is a real, I think it went 40 minutes. Am I exaggerating? I don't know. It was a long old match. It was commercial free as well, I believe. But it's always interesting, and it always kept you guessing. And of course we knew they were going to get to the cage, but especially after, what did Drew do? Drew hit a claymore, so he threw Cody into the exposed turnbuckle, and he hit the claymore for a 1-2. That got me. That was not going to win it now, and he still did. I saw someone say, well, Drew McIntyre won it in the lamest way possible. He's a bad guy. What do you want him to do? Get a sword out, which he doesn't have, and stab the dragon? No! I don't want him to be a hero. I want him to be a dickhead. And he was absolutely a dickhead. He should brag. I did it all by myself. And now Jacob Fatu is the best story. Why did he do all of this? And again, we put him right up there. I thought it was tremendous. Again, it was one of the best things of the year. It's 9 days. What does that mean? Absolutely nothing. But it was better than I expected. And I expected a lot, because usually Cody and Drew are great together anyway. I wouldn't have minded Cody winning. I just think it would have relegated Drew down the card. I don't think, unless he was all of a sudden going to get the Undertaker out of retirement and beat him. There are a few things that you could have done. Even if he had feuded with Roman Reigns and beat Roman, Bronson Reed beat Roman in late 2025, which doesn't lessen Roman, but it does make the achievement less than what it would have been. Doesn't matter though. We didn't do that. WWE took a risk, I guess you can call it that. Again, Cody's in a better position. Jacob, absolutely. Drew McIntyre is the man. It makes me watch SmackDown. It justifies the 3 hours, because if you're going to give me stuff like this, yeah, I'll sit through it. No notes. Absolutely brilliant. I gave it a gold number, what called drops and downs. I would do it here as well.
Nice.
Gimmick, which is a stupid thing to say. Excellent. I enjoyed the opening segment as well. I think putting Trick Williams in with major stars just tells the audience that may not be familiar with him, he is a major star. Last week it was Cody Rhodes. This week it was Randall Keith Orton. And I think, well, maybe I wasn't thinking. Trick Williams is so big, he's looking Randy Orton in the eye. He must be a legit 6'5", because I met Randy Orton and he's just like, well, that's ridiculous. It's such a so it makes sense why WWE, especially the main roster, up, and The Miz comes in to get revenge. He gets laid out with an RKO to protect Trick Williams. And then Trick Williams beat Ray Phoenix. It was a really good match. Trick did fine. Well, more than fine. We're not going to talk about it in 10 years' time. But it was just a solid victory. I would have had him his finishing move against the 1-2-3 just to establish that. But then you can argue, well, this establishes him as an absolute buffoon, right? Because most devastating move, and you hold the tights, it's irrelevant. We don't need to spend time on it. And bless Ray Phoenix for doing what he had to do. What I'm more interested in is this mini tournament that we've got. We're going to forget the brackets because I'm an idiot. This Randy Orton versus The Miz, which makes sense. Trick Williams versus Matt Cardona. I think Matt Cardona is going to lose. It's Damian Priest versus Solo Sikoa. It's Ilya Dragunov versus someone. My brain has defeated me. We'll get there in just 1 second. But this is super interesting because we do those 4 matches over the coming week, either on both Raw and SmackDown or one of them. We get the 4-way, it's our next main event, and the winner of that goes on to the Royal Rumble. I presume to take on Drew McIntyre. Maybe Cody Rhodes somehow beats somebody up and sneaks his way into this. But that's Sami Zayn's the other one. Sorry, it popped in my brain. It's Sami Zayn versus Ilya Dragunov. Did I say that already? I probably said that already. But of course, that's the rematch from when Ilya and Sami did the US title match. So you presume that Sami Zayn is going to win. So maybe it's Sami Zayn versus Drew at the Royal Rumble. I don't know. Super interesting though. Again, it just all of a sudden I didn't write big predictions for the Royal Rumble the other day. Throw that out the window because I don't know what I am talking about. I assume that Randy has to get to the final as well. I still think Randy was going to turn heel. So the best way to do that is to pick up on the story that we started telling a year or so ago. Because he lost against Gunther, he lost against Cody Rhodes. And every time he gets this close, he gets screwed over. So maybe you could do something there as well. I like the fact that people like Damian Priest and Matt Cardona and Ilya Dragunov started to mention the WWE title. Very surprised, but then we got a justification before the end of the night. I always think you want multiple people gunning for a championship because why wouldn't you? And also, I think Matt Cardona will probably lose to Trick Williams, right? I just think that's the way the WWE looks. However, at the same time, if Matt Cardona even mentioning it puts him in a far better position than he was 10 years ago, whatever the flummox was, or 5 to 6 years ago, I suppose, when he was never in that bracket. Be the WWE champion, you never say never. But it's far more important that you're in a position where you get to chat about it. There's only a few people that ever actually going to get that honour. I mean, Tony Khan, I think Matt Cardona is an inspiration and then some. But I did like it. It gets an interesting. If Cody had won, it'd be a bit of a late way to get there. With Drew winning it, all of a sudden you have to take the chess pieces and try and move them around. And Trick Williams is probably going to get to the final. But let's not forget he also fell out with Sami Zayn. So you could argue that Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn is going to be that final. And let's say the 4-way is, I'm going to forget someone, let's say it's Randy versus Trick versus Sami. I can't remember the other people. Let's just say, why do you watch me? I don't know. Let's say it's a combination of those. These are some big stars, right? They really, really are. And even we are talking about just Sami, Trick and Randy Orton. Do you want to go that in with Trick that early? I'm not going to mind it. I'm going to talk about Jordan Grace in a moment. I'd make her the women's champion. If you're going to call people up, why not just throw them into an amazing position? If it doesn't work out, you can change it. Not that Cody wasn't working out, but that's what WWE just did. And everybody seems over the moon about it because it's super interesting and it's super different. But yes, mostly Trick Williams being involved in all of this stuff right off the bat tells everyone he is going to be a major star. And some people think his in-ring work needs work. I disagree. I don't think everybody needs to be a 5-star merchant just to be a WWE main eventer because he has everything else. Like, he just didn't. You're so effortless. I can talk to you, Randy. I can be in the opening program.
By the way, it's Rod Stewart's birthday. I just want to let you know that. Yeah, so you see, happy birthday, Rod Stewart. That's according to WSAZ News Channel 3. And they posted that 3 hours ago, so good, at least they didn't miss that. He's an awesome singer. I think he still is an awesome singer.
Like a super villain or a superhero, depending how they want to use him, is about to come. I think we could have more fun with it again. John Evans signing his contract to be an break on Raw, not great. Nick Cloud is just going, would you like to be on my show? Not great. I think WWE can have more fun with this, like they did in the main event, right? So I know they can do it, however she goes out there. Really good showcase match with Alba Fire, who just knows what she's doing.
Oh, yeah,
when she gets to the face of Jay Cargill for the second week, Jay Cargill says, nice show. Get up, nice show, as all your people say. If you want to do that match at the Royal Rumble and Jordan Grace wins, I won't mind. I think she will. I think she'll lose. I think we're going to do Bianca and Jade at WrestleMania. But I just liked it. Jordan Grace was built for the main roster the day she joined NXT. And when you are making such changes to both rosters, she's absolutely somebody that should have been earmarked for either Raw or SmackDown. SmackDown is perfectly fine. And I think she cheating, like Lash Legend Nia Jax and Kiana James were all doing stuff. But it worked because, of course, the tag team scene, and they mentioned that, like Charlotte Flair wasn't there because she's ill, and then Nia Jax and Lash Legend, oh, she's ill, is she? She doesn't like you. You're going after singles belt, and the commentators, once Lash and Nia Jax were being Alexa Bliss up afterwards, made it very clear they still want those tag team titles, right? I always get worried when tag team people start doing singles championship or singles runs. Please do not forget about the tag titles. But Julia cut a promo, she won another match, and she actually has some character. If we could just get her a major feud now, which arguably could be Dawn and Grace, so maybe we do sort of go back to that, which we've done in NXT, it will work wonders. Quite confident. That's only because for over a year, the US belt was totally redundant. This was better. The MFTs versus the Wyatt Six wasn't great. I mean, not because anything bad happened. The match was fine. It's perfectly acceptable. And they all know what they're doing. I just don't care. And that sounds horrible. I don't know if wrestlers watch this show or not. I'm certainly not trying to take shots at them. Like Sosa Kyle was number 10 in my top 10 wrestlers of the year because he entertains me. I don't necessarily care about, oh my gosh, you do such great matches all the time. Just want to laugh at someone. Not laugh at someone, but I just want to watch someone go, man, I'm having a good time. Sosa Kyle is so good at doing that because he's such a funny dude. But I don't know what the story is. I just don't care. That sounds horrible. I think that sounds like I don't care about the wrestlers, but no, I don't care about the wrestlers themselves and the position they've been put in. I quite like the idea that Sosa Kyle touched the lantern and Buckdown was like, no, get off my lantern. Uncle Howdy. And he got hit with all the finishes. Tamatonga in it is interesting. I think he may be the next US champion, which I'd be a big fan of. I would do the tag team match next week, whatever it was. Pick a side, it doesn't matter, either of them can be the champion, and then let's just move on to something else. The SmackDown tag division is something that needs a fire lit under its ass. Given that the Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso are the Raw Tag Team Champions right now, but they could tie to a different story. I know it's old, so I mean, Jalapy says all the time. I would merge those titles. I think right now, after this match next week, if you merge the Raw and SmackDown titles, you treat it like the women's one, what crazy world we're living in, it'd be so much better. They're not going to do that, but I don't call it the low point of the show. It's just kind of nice. Conor Hayes versus Shinsuke Nakamura I thought was great though. Again, Shinsuke Nakamura is not the performer he once was, but he's still Shinsuke Nakamura. And what another amazing win for Carmelo Hayes to rack up. So I was a big fan of that. And Carmelo Hayes, because he didn't really do much in 2025, given that we just had these NXT call-ups, it kind of feels like he could be part of that a little bit, as long as we continue on with what we're doing right now. It's been really, really good. And Ilya Dragunov kind of went, we have the fight again, the fight day. But he's going after the WWE title first. I wouldn't do that. I would bring in somebody else. It's not going to be Tommaso Ciampa. Like we saw Axiom punch Nathan Frazier in the face. It then turned out it was Johnny Gargano under an Axiom mask. When Axiom appeared from behind a box to chase him off, you have to go back and watch it. I've said this on 2 videos now. It's hilarious. What was he doing? But I didn't even notice it last week. I didn't even talk about it. I knew he wasn't there, Tommaso Ciampa. But sometimes people aren't there. So you still have DIY. This DIY sans Tommaso. And sometimes I don't see Candice LeRae either. Apparently he's done. Contract up in a couple of months, whatever it is. He's not going to resign. He wants to explore outside opportunities. Good for that guy. I say you always got to bet on yourself and believe in your tum-tum. It's a massive shame, and given that Johnny Gargano is feuding with Axiom, Fraxiom, somebody's going to have to be his new friend. I have no idea who that could be. I'm trying to think of someone NXT who could call up. And Ethan Page would be good. I think that's going to happen. Ethan Page should be on the main roster. Fair play. I would imagine Tommaso Ciampa is probably going to AEW, would be my guess. I have no sources and complete speculation. But given his singles run at NXT, he probably believes I can have amazing matches with that roster, which he can. I presume they must be friendly, and he wants to make sure he either ends his career or gives that version of himself a proper run, which quite clearly is never going to happen on the main roster. I mean, he kind of had it as the jackass thingamajig with Ilya Dragunov, but then we drew a line under it. We wait and see, but I have no problem with wrestlers jumping ship. Chris Jericho comes to WWE, awesome. If Ciampa goes to AEW, awesome. One day Kenny Omega comes to WWE, awesome. One day Roman Reigns goes to AEW, awesome. It's fun for the fans. It's good for the business. I don't think Roman Reigns is going to AEW. So I just hope he smashes it, really. I hope all wrestlers smash it, because I'm not an insane person. I think that was mostly it from SmackDown. My brain is clearly going at 100 miles an hour and I'm forgetting things, like all the matches that we're meant to do next week. But given the state of SmackDown at some point in 2025, and the fact we should add an extra hour to it, which was a little bit worrying, I thought this was so much better. Let's not forget that Aleister Black has to come back at one point and he's got to do stuff. There's other characters as well that we could reintroduce. And I don't think Damian Priest is going to get through to the World Championship match. He may get through to the Final Four, but you've got to do something with him as well. I really like Damian Priest, so that extra hour can easily be mopped up, especially now because Trick's on the show and Jordan Grace is on the show. I wouldn't call it a great episode of SmackDown because I think there was some lungs, but the finish was so good, I don't think it matters. And that went on for a good 45 minutes plus, if not longer. It was just need to take the championship of someone, and it's not going to be a problem. I think he'll hold it to the Elimination Chamber, which is a solid month. And the issue is that Roman Reigns held that belt 1,316 days, and now there is understandably a new wave of fans that you have to do that in order to be a successful champion. Not at all. You can hold it for a day, 2 weeks, 6 years. It all depends on the story, and you have to serve the story first. And I think that's what WWE did here. So yes, big fan of SmackDown. You can probably ignore 3/4 of it, but absolutely watch that main event. I'm sure you've already seen it though, so please do let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Click the video on the screen, which is me talking about the Royal Rumble. It's funny now, there's still predictions in there, but it's quite amusing. Otherwise, it is Simon316. If you want to come tell me how to do what I am on social media, patreon.com/Simon316, support me there, and it's remind.com/Simon. And in using code Simon, you get money on best supplements there are. Cameo, TikTok, and Wrestling T, search for my name. And people that have been on my Instagram, you will have seen a few photos of a project I shot the other day. I'm not revealing much of it, but it is a joke chat show thingamajig. A bit like RJC used to do, but this project's been in the works for a lot longer than him saying he's not going to do it anymore. So it's not exactly the same.